All right. Hi, it's been a long time. Um, so today we're going to play Curse of the Dead Gods. Now, this game is made by Focus Home Interactive, and you might know them from a Plague Tale of Innocence, which was a very highly popular game, and I played it as well, but it was really good. This game, however, is slightly different. It's a dungeon crawler, and as a dungeon crawler, it has some interesting elements in it. One of the most important elements is that it has curses, and they come in 5 levels. So the more you go through the dungeon, the more the curses go up. There are ways to, of course, subvert those curses, but and maybe we should get into it. Also, goes without saying, this game is best played with a controller. They even tell you that on the screen. You can see right there, controller recommended at the bottom. Really good. Experience is quite nice with the controller. I would recommend it myself. And there are some things you need to know on the screen that you can see right now. So you see the 3 icons at the bottom. The red one is your life, and that's your constitution. The blue one is dexterity, which is your damage, and then of course the last one is perception, which allows you to find more interesting items in the dungeon, give or take, I suppose. And every crawl rather starts out with you being able to choose and unlock options. For example, right now I have something like Fire illuminates further, or damage taken is reduced by 20% while in the light. So that means that any kind of damage that I get in the light from any kind of enemy is reduced. And one of the most important elements of this game is playing in darkness. And darkness is not your friend. Unless, of course, you get certain elements in the game which actually improve your ability to play in the dark. You also have weaponry, and there are a plethora of playing styles that are incorporated in here. For example, the regular blade and shield is what you start out with, and you can even see that. So you start out with a simple blade, a Smith & Wesson, and you don't have a 2-handed weapon. But as you move through the game, you will find other weapons that you might want. My personal favorites are hammers, double-handed hammers, and whips. The whips are very good for controlling enemies both in radiuses as well as at a distance, because they have a 2-hit. Crit strikes depend on the weapon, so you can hit an enemy once and that's a normal strike. Hit him twice and then you get a critical strike in there as well, right? Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to try and unlock next, which is that. Then you have weapon altars, which allow you to include weapon altars that you need, and you have this thing called favors. So there are 3 gods in this game. A jaguar, and you'll see that here. So you can see there are 3 gods. So the Temple of the Jaguar, Temple of the Eagle, and Temple of the Serpent. Now these 3 gods give you boons, but they also curse you. It's good to know these things before you get started. And of course they give you altars with pre-selected weapons for the game. And looks like nothing really catches my fancy. Maybe this one at the most, right? 2-handed weapons also allow you to stun enemies and stop attacks. There is a parry system. I don't use it very often, but there is a parry system which you can use if you really, really, really badly want to. Okay, with that said, let's get started. So as you can see, I have cleared the first 2 levels, which takes a bit of time. You will get used to it as you start moving along. Controls very simple. You have an attack. This is the attack. The secondary weapon, the third weapon, and then you have a roll, and then you have a block. It's really that simple. There's really anything more complicated than that. So let's go pick up some weapons, but before doing that, let's go see if there's anything we can buy. Its fury. No, don't want that. Nope. 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 think I want this. Right. And there's a you can craft your playstyle any way you want to. I would recommend crafting a playstyle that makes a lot of sense to the way you play. In here. I don't know why I cannot see the chat in the stream. I do not know why I cannot see chat in stream. If you're in the stream and talking right now, just give me a second. I'm trying to find the chat. Chat is disabled for the live stream. Why would I disable chat? Live chat enable. I don't know why it's not allowing me to have the live chat on. Just a minute. I'll be right back, guys.